$9.90. This is the Country Cup. Pico $9.50, Springfield Lad $6.10, scratch bonded. Greatness $18.25, Trev Cent $1.70, Borussia $7. Trev Cent's come up very short for Larry Olsen. Stewart's Event $6.05, Light Show $11.95, Booneriff $9, Nakundra $11.35, Real Purpose $10.75, Caspian Town $7.40, Count Comorum at $10.60, Oblation $8.10, Viking Hero $34.45, Mixmaster $16.95, and Private Walker $8.05. Selections, Graham Kelly, who's been picking pretty well today, Real Purpose, and Keith Hillier is on fire. He's picked 5 out of 6 today, and he's going for Pico. Phil, we still don't have a trifecta at this stage because we're looking at the board and the interim dividends aren't showing that. We'll remember being at Morfordville in South Australia about 8 years ago when Linda Jones won the big race there on a horse, and she came back to a standing ovation. So the girls have made great progress. She was the first female New Zealand jockey, she was, to ride a winner in Australia. So they've really made great progress in the last decade or so.
Poor old Marie Linden, though, wasn't quite so lucky last year in the Melbourne Cup where she missed a start on Argonaut Style, but of course Argonaut Style missed the jump on the next 3 starts as well, but eventually when they got a man in and lifted him up, got away with it. But yeah, it's good to see the women out here today, especially on Ladies' Day at the Melbourne Cup Carnival.
Speaking of ladies and ladies who have made their mark in the racing game, Gay Waterhouse has certainly done that. She's in the mounting yard. She's made a dash from this studio to the mounting yard, and she has Jim Maloney with her now. Gay.
Yes, Jim asked me what anabolics I'm taking, but I told him I'm swab-free. Now, Jim, tell me, what about this filly in the last?
I think she needs some anabolics too, Gay. She's a nice filly by Whiskey Road, but she just lacks a little bit of class. I just hope she runs a place because it is a listed race, I think.
For our viewers, would you tell them to back up each way, number
just
12?
A place. I'm not confident enough to say that she could win.
And what do you think of the main dangers in the last, Jim?
It looks like Ranchita to me.
Yes.
Ranchita looks the winner of the race. So I just hope she runs a place, Gay.
Jim Maloney, thank you very much.
Oh, thanks, Gay. Bye.
Gay Waterhouse with Jim Maloney. Jim's talking about his filly in the last, Lady Sawino. Number 12 in the final event. That's the race coming up in about a half an hour. And Jim is the man who trained that magnificent horse called Vane, who won twice during the Cup Carnival. In fact, he might have won 3 times. I know he won the big sprint by 12 lengths on the Saturday, and he won again on the Thursday, and he did win on the final day. So Jim Maloney knows what it's like to win the big races at springtime here in Melbourne. Let's go up to Dan Malicki. I can see Toyd in the screen. Dan, he's been a grand old horse. I love the Country Cup. It brings together some of the very good horses from all around the state.
Certainly does, Bruce, and I think Trev Cent might be one of them. He'll start one of the popular picks in this particular race, trained by Richard Freer, and the trainers around the Corowa, Berwick and Albury district have had great success in the past. Now Toyd is going to be the last one to join them. Toyd goes up, Bendigo Cup winner of a couple of seasons ago, the oldest horse in the race, and he wears saddlecloth number 1. 9 years of age, Toyd. They're all set to go. Valentine Country Cup, and they're off and racing. Mixmaster jumped out okay. Missing the start was Private Walker, and Trev Cent didn't begin all that well. Looking for the lead was Nakundra. It gets across with Linda Valentine to lead from Caspian Town. Count Conran going quickly. He's in search for the lead with Gauchi. Then Pico, Light Show around the outside. A real bustle for the early lead. Then Viking Hero, followed by Springfield Lad. Stewart's Event around the outside from Trev Cent. Getting back was Booneriff, and they were followed by Greatness. Borussia the Grey a bit worse than midfield. Then came Oblation. Toyd gets back. Mixmaster second last, and 2.5 lengths to Private Walker. Light Show, one of the Greys, takes up the running and leads a length and a quarter at the 1,000. Real Purpose went up second. Count Comorum third, then Pico fourth. Caspian Town next, and around the outside Stewart's Event, followed by Nakundra. He was leading at one point, now goes back to 7th. Going up at his outside was Viking Hero. Out wider was Booneriff, and behind those was Greatness from Borussia. It lost its position, went back to last. Mixmaster passes it, Toyd around the outside, and Private Walker and Oblation the last 2 at the corner. About 550 metres to go. Light Show the inside of Real Purpose. Pico out 3 deep, and Stewart's Event makes a line of 4. They were followed by Trev Cent, now starting to work into it. He's the widest runner, followed by Mixmaster, Springfield Lad and Viking Hero. Many chances, 300 litre to go, and on the outside Stewart's Event took the lead from Pico. Trev Cent on the outside from Springfield Lad. They were followed by Mixmaster, Caspian Town and Private Walker out wider. Stewart's Event about a length in front with 100 to go. Private Walker starting to fly. Stewart's Event in front of Count Comorum and Private Walker, and Stewart's Event wins the Country Cup. Stewart's Event first, Private Walker second, Count Comorum third. Trev Cent weakened in the last 100 from Viking Hero, Mixmaster and Booneriff. They were followed by Springfield Lad, Real Purpose, Caspian Town, Greatness, Baruch and Nakundra. Light Show knocked up with Toyd, and last in was Ablation. It never really got into the race, and it's finished last in the Ballantine Country Cup.
Well, the Ballantine Country Cup was for horses that have been performing well around the country area, and they've had to be racing on the country tracks. Well, by Jove, down to about the 300-metre mark, I reckon even though Stewart's Event had got to the lead, I think Danny might have been grasping for something to come and out of the box. There's Stewart's Event leading, but I think that Pico on its inside, Trev Centre out in the centre with the red colours. Down the outside in the yellow and purple comes Private Walker. Springfield Lads getting the stitch. Caspian Town's trying to get through. Count Comeron's chasing. They're all there, but they couldn't get onto the wheel of Stewart's Event, who held on gamely and valiantly to win by about a length and a quarter. Stewart's Event going to the line. Private Walker trying hard. Count Comeron just getting into third posse ahead of Trev Set. And there's the leader in the centre of the track going right to the wire. It was a pretty good effort, but by Jove, at that stage, anything could have come out of the pack, but they just couldn't go after Trev Set. Stewart's Event, I mean.
Stewart's Event, Robbie Griffiths, I think that might be the only apprentice to win a race throughout the carnival. If not, it's the second. But good ride by Robbie, and the trainer's obviously stuck with him. He's the regular rider of Stewart's Event and rode it perfectly. You can't do much better than win the race, and he's done it by about a length and a half, good length and a half at the post. Trev said perhaps unlucky. He missed the start. He was caught wide, revved up, went up to join the leaders, looked a big chance at the 400, but tied noticeably in the last 100 metres or so.
Alongside Dan Malicki. Dan, your calls today have been brilliant, and let's hope that the last is just as good. They're nearly set for you now.
Thanks, Bruce. Just 4 or 5 to move up. The last race in Oaks Day, almost 3/4 of the way there throughout the Melbourne Cup Carnival. One final day to go, Des, and that's on Saturday. In the last, Ranchita, Reva Gleam, 2 very good horses, but big weights.
Yes, they have got big weights. Ranchita's in good form. It annihilated them at Yarra Glen last week. But I've got a sentimental feeling that Reva Gleam, who's a specialist at 1400, will put her best foot forward in this race.
I tend to agree with you, Des, and just look at the tote, 14 to 1. I don't think anyone else does.
No, well, of course, I have these funny ideas sometimes, and they don't eventuate, but it may not even here. But I wonder what they're doing with Lady Sorwino here.
I think she might even be a late scratching. Yeah. I saw the horse parading well and truly in front of the barriers. It looked like a vet's test, but I couldn't see the vet out there. And she's coming back. She won't run. There's no way she'll run. So by the looks of things, Lady Sorwino is going to be scratched. All the other mares have been locked away. That's Lady Sorwino with a clerk of the course walking back. And she's not going to run. She's out, Lady Sorwino. Late scratching in the last, Lady Sorwino, and they're just about set to go. Ranchita, the horse to watch. Big mare, red, black and white stripes, leads their racing. Bold Lily jumped well. Campari Girl missed the start. Vanilla Slice was slow. Ranchita's in search for the lead. She's just in front of Taffeta Bow, and look at Reva Gleam come across out wider. Spirit of Emily fourth, and then Miss Cracknell, Bold Lily, and elsewhere. Title Lady around the outside from Skiding High. Getting back Ebulance, and they were followed by well back Just for Maria. Second last Campari Girl. Last of all Vanilla Slice and Lady Sorwino are late scratching. The big mare in front, Ranchita, leads a length and a half. Reva Gleam second, a half Taffeta Bow. 1.5 to Miss Cracknell, racing ungenerously. Going up on the outside, Spirit of Emily. A length and a half behind those as they run up to the corner. Acquittal, it's up running about 6th. Then came St Elsewhere, followed by Bold Lily under pressure. Just for Maria, Ebulance taken deep, and then came Vanilla Slice, Title Lady and Campari Girl. Around the turn, 5.50 to go, Ranchita leads a length. Taffeta Bow's off the fence and ready to challenge. 2.5 Reva Gleam. Then came Acquittal starting to work into it from Ebulance and Just for Maria. At the 300 and Taffeta Bow took over. Ranchita's under a lot of pressure. She's gone. Acquittal coming at them hard. Taffeta Bow spread at a length and a half clear of Acquittal. Here's Spirit of Emily and Ebulance down the outside. Taffeta Bow a length in front. Spirit of Emily coming out of the pack with Acquittal. It's Taffeta Bow a length in front. They won't be able to pick her back. Spirit of Emily gets to second. Flying Ebulance, but Taffeta Bow wins it. A length and a quarter. Second, Spirit of Emily and Ebulance third, then Acquittal. Next home was Reva Gleam, Ranchita, compounded under the big weight. Then Skiding High, Just for Maria. Bold Lily, St Elsewhere, Miss Cracknell, Campari Girl, Vanilla Slice. Title Lady ran last. And if you're wondering if one horse wasn't called, it was Lady Sorwino because it was a late scratching.
There's the Gouch. He's won a race at the carnival at last, and it was a very good effort. He was always in the box seat. following the leader there, and he's kicked away at the top of the straight and said, "Catch me if you can." There he is there. He's just striding to the lead. From out in the centre is Lady Spirit of Emily in the light blue colours is trying to get through, but can't quite make it. Acquittal in the pink colours is just not going on with it. Off the track, Ambulance, but and Rancheeta and Reva Gleam, the other two just at the back of the picture there. But Taffeta Bow, ridden right out by Darren, is going to beat Spirit of Emily and Ambulance on the outside. If anybody did back...
Different mare now. She's been in the care of George Hanlon for one long preparation from from the middle of the year. And she's really in form now, 53 kilos today, and beat some very classy mares and really put pressure on the favourite at the 400. And Darren's got a winning break. And despite Brent Thompson's efforts on Spirit of Emily and Stephen and Kevin Forrester on Ambulance, the winner's just been too good for them over the 1400 metre course. There's Gouchy in action, a quick peep over the right shoulder. He knows he's got it one, rides it right out to the line. A 10-1 pop winning the last race, that's 10-1 on the tote. And the Victorian interim dividends about $5 even and 130 Taffeta Bow, 120 Spirit of Emily that should be, and Ambulance $1.95. It's wound up in third placing, 5, 3 and 15, and they've run 122.8, which I think's the same time as they ran the Linlithgow. It is 122.8, same time as Redelva won the Linlithgow Stakes in a little bit earlier on in the program. 5, 3 and 15, officially fourth Acquittal. Good effort from a wide barrier, and Skiding High might be one to watch in a progressive. Its run has been very good, finishing fifth, passing Rancheeta and Reva Gleam in the last 100 metres, so the effort's been superb. Darren Gouchley finally breaking through for a winner on the Carnival, and Bruce, he's brought back Taffeta Bow, horse I'm sure you've called many times being beaten, but she's a different horse now.
Good performance today. Of course, Kevin Curtin used to have her. Kevin's been on the sick list for a long time. George Hanlon training the horse. And Darren, who was second behind Mick Dipman in the Oaks today, wins the final event. And talking of Mick Dipman, we'll be talking to Mick and Clary Connors pretty shortly. Research the big winner today on Oaks Day. Taffeta Bow winning the last on the program. And it was a first-class performance. And Gouch, who hasn't ridden a winner in the Carnival so far, missed out on Derby Day, missed out on Cup Day, but got home today with Taffeta Bow. As I said, Mick Dipman will be coming in a moment with Clary Connors, the trainer of Research, who was a big winner, and she had cups written all over her today. Maybe wait for age racing and the Derbies and Oaks also in the autumn. Right, we'll take a break as Darren, the first great day of racing, and we're looking forward to a great day, Ampol Stakes Day on Saturday.
Yes, I'm looking forward to Saturday. You interrupted me, Bruce. Denise was telling me a yarn here. And then it just...
this one, you know.
Yeah, and then it just proposed.
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the $6 that I've just won. I mean, that's pretty exciting.
Not worth it. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed it from this end today, and we're looking forward to meeting you again on Saturday.
It's been a great carnival.
See you, Bruce.
Good on you, Phil. Phil Gibbs and Tim, it's been a lot of fun today. I know you've enjoyed it, and we're looking forward to the golf on Saturday and the Ampol Stakes.
Yeah, it'll be a big sporting day on Saturday on the 10 Network. You really should have a look in all day, pretty much. The PGA Golf. Greg Norman had a shocker today. 75.
And that's with an eagle finish, I believe.
Indeed. There's plenty in front of him in the clubhouse, and of course you'll be calling all those races on Ampol Stakes Day. Look forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day. Queen Elizabeth Stakes, Ampol Stakes. It'll close off what's been a spectacular carnival. The highlights have been plenty of them. I think the crowds have been one of the highlights, but the racing has been great.
That's the point. Yeah, it's been fabulous.
We've got about 20 seconds left. I reckon the Cup on Tuesday is the best Cup I've ever seen. What about from your point of view? One of the most exciting races you've been involved in?
Well, it was the 7th running of the Cup that I've been involved in, and it was by far the best, I would say, by far.
Natsuki's run was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yes, you know, it's disappointing to run second, but you know, there can only be one winner.
That's right.
You know, that's the way it goes.
I wasn't disappointed, Mick. I was on that big girl that was inside.
Yeah, I think there was plenty with you too.
Yeah, there was.
There were plenty. So Mick Dipman missed out on Tuesday by a half a head, but he didn't miss out today. He won by plenty. So I hope you've enjoyed our telecast of Oaks Day. It's been a lot of fun from Flemington, not only racing today, but plenty of fashion, plenty of colour. Tim, thanks for coming back again today.
Thank you. Goodbye,
and
Australia.
That's it from Flemington. Goodbye.